Hey YouTubers, so I wanted to review on the Queens Redesign Bus Network. As most of y'all know, it already started on Sunday, June 29th. So let's go over it. I'm going to go over the first 15 routes, and then tomorrow we'll pick it up from there. So now, starting off with the Q1. So the Q1 originally was going to be a limited bus, but now MTA changed their minds and decided to make it a local bus. So the only thing is the Q1 is going to be discontinued from Springfield Boulevard to Jamaica, that little section there. However, on the other end, the Jamaica end, where it used to terminate at Jamaica Terminal, it will not. It'll be passing the terminal now. Well, it'll be staying on Hillside Avenue, going straight to Supton Boulevard. So that'll be extra service going through there along with the Q43. The Q20 will no longer be going through that direction, I don't believe. So I haven't taken it yet. And
9:55 X. About the route. Changes to the Q1 take effect June 29, 2025. The Q1 will be extended west along Hillside Ave, providing all-day frequent service between Jamaica and Belarus. The existing Springfield Boulevard branch will be eliminated and replaced with the Q36. We have
So it's going to be that section that I mentioned before, Springfield Boulevard to Jamaica Avenue, is going to be replaced by the Q36. So that section there will be replaced by the Q36. Okay, so that was the Q1. Next is the Q2. So Q2 is going to be a rush bus. So only thing is the Q2, I believe, is not going to be going to Belmont Park anymore. It's going to be going further out, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But that's for the Q2.
9:56 F. About the route. Changes to the Q2 take effect June 29, 2025. The Q2 will maintain its existing routing between Belmont Park and Jamaica. The route will have limited stop rush service along 188th Street, 187 Pine, and Hillside Avenue. The Q3 will provide local service along 187 petaliters and 188th Street. The Q1, 03, and Q76 will provide local service on Hillside Avenue. We have removed or relocated some stops to improve speed and reliability.
Okay, so I was incorrect on that information. So the Q2 will continue to go to Belmont Park. Oh yeah, and hold on, I forgot to mention something. So the Q1 will be assigned to Queens Village along with the Q2. Q2 also will be assigned out of Queens Village Depot. Okay, moving on next to the Q3. Okay, the Q3. The Q3 will continue its current run from Jamaica to JFK Airport. So I don't think there's going to be too much changes with the Q3.
About the route. Queens Bus. Changes to the Q3 take effect June 29, 2025. MTA.info. The Q3 will maintain its existing routing between Jamaica and JFK Airport. We have removed or relocated some stops to improve speed and reliability.
Okay, so that's the Q3, and the Q3 I believe is signed to Jamaica Depot. Yes, the Q3 is assigned to Jamaica Depot. So that's the Q3. Q3 is a local bus. Next is the Q4. The Q4 is a rush bus. Q4. However, they did cut out the Q4 limitive, so there will be no more Q4 limitive. It's just gonna be a completely rush bus, the Q4.
10.019. About the route. Changes to the Q4 take effect June 29, 2025. The Q4 will maintain its existing routing between Cambria Heights and Jamaica. The route will have limited stop rush service along Merrick Boulevard, where the Q5 will serve local stops. We have removed or relocated some stops to improve speed and reliability.
Okay, so that's the Q4. The Q4 is going to remain the same. Q4 is assigned to Jamaica Depot. Okay, next is the Q5. The Q5. So now there is some changes with the Q5. The Q5 will no longer be going into Green Acres on the weekdays. However, the Q5 will be going to Green Acres on the weekends and on major holidays. So that will continue. However, I think the Q5 Green Acres part will be during the weekdays is going to be served by the new Q87, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But I will get to that route later on.
10.03. About the route. Changes to the Q4 take effect June 29, 2025.
That was the Q4. Let's see what about the Q5 now. And the Q5 is a local bus. Local.
10.0309. X. Queens Bus. About the route. MTA.info. Changes to the Q5 take effect June 29, 2025. The Q5 will provide all-day frequent service along Merrick Boulevard between Jamaica and Laurelton. The route will no longer serve Green Acres Mall or Rosedale LIRR on weekdays. Weekday service to Green Acres Mall will be provided by the new Q87 and service to Rosedale LIRR will be provided by the new Q86. On weekends, the Q5 will follow existing service patterns, terminating at Green Acres Mall during the day and at Rosedale LIRR overnight. We have removed or relocated some stops to improve speed and reliability.
Okay, so that's the Q5, and Q5 is assigned to Jamaica Depot. Next is the Q6. Q6. Okay, so Q6 will be serving Jamaica and the JFK cargo area, which the Q7 will no longer go to. I will get to the Q7 in a minute. That will be the next bus coming up, but right now we are on the Q6.
10.0400. About the route. Changes to the Q6 take effect August 31st, 2025. The Q6 will maintain its existing routing between Jamaica and JFK Cargo Area D. All trips will run the full route, improving service for riders south of Sutton Boulevard. We have removed or relocated some stops to improve speed and reliability.
Okay, so that's the Q6 local. I don't think there's going to be no more Q6 limited bus, but however, the frequency will increase. So I think the buses that was limited is going to be combined during the weekdays, and it's going to be more frequent rides on the Q6. And the Q6 is assigned to the JFK Far Rockaway depots. Okay, so that's the Q6. Um, yeah, so the Q6 will be out of JFK Depot, but sometimes split with the Far Rockaway Depot. Okay, coming up next is the Q7. Q7. Okay, so as of now, the Q7 is still doing this regular routine from JFK cargo area, and is going to Pickett Avenue where this A and C train station is. That's going to be until August 31st, and then it's going to continue. It's going to be extended from Rockaway and Liberty. It's not going to make the left turn on Cross Bay going to Pickett Avenue. It's going to keep straight down um, Rockaway Boulevard going to Cypress, going to the J and Z line station, 75th Street station. So it's going to be going over there to that direction. And as of now, the Q7, if I'm not mistaken, is running 24/7 now. It's running overnight service. So that's some good news right there. But right now there's no local service, no bus service in the middle of Ozone Park going to Jamaica. So it's good that they got the Q7 running overnight hours, but people that's trying to get to Jamaica Avenue, Parsons Boulevard, 165th Street, that's not doing them no good because the only way they could get there for overnight hours is um, walk to Atlantic Avenue for the Q24 or walk to Lefferts for the Q10, transfer to the Q24, or take the Q10 all the way down the Union Turnpike, transfer to the E or F train. So, I mean, that's all right for the spring and summer, but who wants to go through that during the fall and winter? So that's the Q7.
10:10:00. About the route. Changes to the Q7 will take effect on August 31st, 2025. The Q7 will be rerouted on its western end to provide new service along Rockaway Boulevard between Liberty and Jamaica ABs. Existing Q7 service to East New York along Sutter and Pitkin ABs will be discontinued and replaced by the Q112. On its eastern end, the route will be shortened to the JFK Travel Plaza due to low ridership. Service to JFK Cargo Area C will be provided by Port Authority shuttles in the Q3. We have removed or relocated some stops to improve speed and reliability.
Okay, so the Q7 that goes to Pickett Avenue, that part will be discontinued but picked up by the Q112. So the Q112 will be extended from Rockaway Boulevard during that portion of the Q7. But I will get to the Q112 later on. But that's The Q12 is currently running there now as a Sunday, so the Q112 is already doing that part, going to Pickens Avenue where the A and C line is. And so I guess they're trying to get customers used to the new system, and eventually the Q7 will no longer be going that part of the route. Q7 is assigned to the JFK Far Rockaway depots. Coming up next is the Q8. The Q8. Now, okay, right now, the Q8 is currently still going from Jamaica Terminal to the Gateway Mall Plaza. Now, supposedly that's going to change. Now, I don't know if this is going to take effect during August 31st, but the Q8 is supposed to be extended the from the Euclid Avenue station, but instead of going to the Gateway Center, is going to be extended to the number 3 train, New Locks Avenue station. So I don't think that's going to happen on August 31st. However, I believe that's going to happen when the Brooklyn Redesign bus network get their thing together, and once they get that together, then the Q8 will be extended to the New Locks Avenue 3 train station. So there's some talk still going about that. That's the original plan, what the MTA wanted to do with the Q8. And the good news is the Q8 will be running 24/7. So hopefully MTA will keep it that way. And the good news, there will be some type of bus service going in the middle of Ozone Park 24/7. The Q8 is assigned to the Far Rockaway JFK depots. So that's the Q8.
1014 X. Queens Bus. About the route. MTA.info. Changes to the Q8 take effect August 31st, 2025. The Q8 will maintain its existing routing between Jamaica and Gateway Center. We have removed or relocated some stops to improve speed and reliability.
Yes, so like I said, I don't think that's going to change as of August 31st. So the Q8, once the Brooklyn Redesign get their thing together, then that's when that will happen. And I think, but don't quote me on this, I think they are waiting for Brooklyn to do their thing, because I think they might get a Q8 to the Spring Creek Depot. They might assign the Q8 to the Spring Creek Depot, because as of right now, the Spring Creek only got 2 local lines, so I think they want to give Spring Creek another local line and take away 2 express routes that they already have. So I think they want to like even it out. Spring Creek have 3 local routes, and then Spring Creek have 3 express routes, and then the other 2 express lines will go to depots, other depots that's in Brooklyn, which I'm assuming maybe one might go to East New York and the other one might go to Flatbush Avenue. But again, don't quote me on that, but I think that's what they're waiting for. But I could be wrong, but we have to wait and see. Okay, next is the Q9. Q9. Um, I think the Q9 is going to keep its existing service. The Q9 is going to be a rush bus. So I don't think there's too much changes with the Q9.
101600 X Queens Bus. About the route. MTA.info. Changes to the Q9 take effect August 31st, 2025. The Q9 will maintain its existing routing between Jamaica and South Ozone Park. The route will have limited stop rush service along Liberty Avenue and Sutphin Boulevard. The Q112 will provide local service on Liberty Avenue, and the Q41 and Q60 will provide local service on Sutphin Boulevard. We have removed or relocated some stops to improve speed and reliability.
Yeah, so the Q9 will become a rush, and it's gonna once it hits Liberty Avenue, once it makes that turn off of 135th onto Liberty, then it's gonna make like express stops. So it's gonna be limited, limited rush stops along the way. So the Q112 is gonna make the local stops in between. And then Sufton Boulevard, you got the Q60, the Q41. They will be making local stops in between. And there are going to be some changes to the Q41, but I will get to that one later on. And the Q9 will be assigned to JFK Far Rockaway depots. Okay. Okay, next is the Q10. The Q10. Okay. As of right now, the Q10 local and the Q10 limited is still continuing as regular as of right now. But as of August 31st, that's going to change. The Q10 is going to become a rush route, which means from Lefferts to Rockaway Boulevard is going to make like express stops. But then you're going to have like buses, and then it's going to go through. It's going to make that left once it goes left. It's going towards JFK Airport. It's going to make that left turn on Rockaway Boulevard, and it's going to serve the people in that community to the JFK Air train. So it's going to go to Rockaway Boulevard down 150th Street and then around 134th Street through that little loop area there. So people was complaining about that, so that bus will continue to go that way. And then as far as the Q10 Limited, that's going to change into an entire brand new route, the Q80, which that's going to take effect on August 31st. So the Q80 would do what the Q10 Limited is doing right now.
1020 X. About the route. Changes to the Q10 take effect August 31st, 2025. Queens Bus. The Q10 will maintain its existing local branch routing between Kew Gardens and JFK Airport. The route will have limited stop rush service along Lefferts Boulevard. The new Q80 will replace the Q10 limited branch and provide local service along Lefferts Boulevard. MTA.info. We have removed or relocated some stops to improve speed and reliability.
Okay, so that's the Q10. The Q10 will be assigned to JFK Far Rockaway depots. Um, Coming up next is the Q11. Okay, so now there's going to be some major changes with the Q11. Some major changes. Okay, one of the changes is the Q11 is now going to be extended further down Cross Bay Boulevard, and it's going to do what the Q21 currently do now. So the Q21 is going to be eliminated, going to be discontinued. So the Q21 will be retiring, and the Q11 will pick up what the Q21 does. And I think the Q11 will be running through that section during overnight midnight hours. So the people will have some type of bus service going through there 24/7.
10.22.0. About the route. Changes to the Q11 take effect August 31st, 2025. The Q11 will be combined with the Q21 to provide more frequent service to Lindenwood, Old Howard Beach, and Hamilton Beach. Service will be split between three main variants. Daytime trips between Queens Center Mall and Cross Bay Boulevard, Pitkin Avenue. Daytime and overnight trips between Queens Center Mall and 157th Avenue, Cross Bay Boulevard via Lindenwood. Daytime trips between Queens Center Mall and Old Howard Beach via Hamilton Beach in both directions. Existing Q11 service between 157th Avenue and Pitkin Avenue will be discontinued. Riders can instead use the A train, the Q52, Q53 SBS, or the new Q11. We have removed or relocated some stops to improve speed and reliability.
Yeah, so that'll be the Q11, and the Q11 will be assigned to JFK Far Rockaway depots. Okay, coming up next is the Q12. The Q12 got a major change. So now the Q12 used to leave from Main Street Flushing, going down Sanford Avenue and then up Northern Boulevard. That's completely changed now. Q12 is taking the entire Northern Boulevard route now. So the part on Sanford Avenue is going to be replaced, some parts of the Q65 and some parts of the Q13. So that's with Q12.
10.24.00. X. About the route. Changes to the Q12 take effect June 29, 2025. The Q12 will be rerouted on its western end to provide all-day frequent service along Northern Boulevard between Little Neck and Flushing. Existing Q12 service on Sanford AB will be discontinued and replaced by the Q13 and Q65. We have removed or relocated some stops to improve speed and reliability.
Okay, so that's the Q12, and the Q12 is assigned to Casey Stengel Depot. Okay, now next is the Q13. Q13, like I said, the Q13 had swapped places with the Q12. So now the Q13 will be doing its Bayside end as regular as before, but this time, instead of going up Northern Boulevard, it's going to be going up Sanford Avenue, what the Q12 used to do. So that's the Q12.
10.27.
I mean the Q13. Q12 would be a local bus. The Q13 is a rush bus.
About the route. Changes to the Q13 take effect June 29, 2025. The Q13 will be rerouted from Northern Boulevard to Sanford Avenue approaching Flushing. The Q12 and Q28 will provide service on the discontinued segment of Northern Boulevard. The Q13 will have limited stop rush service along Northern Boulevard and Sanford Avenue. The Q12 will provide local service on Northern Boulevard and the Q65 will provide local service on Sanford Avenue. We have removed or relocated some stops to improve speed and reliability. Connect.
So that was the Q13. The Q13 is assigned to Casey Stengel Depot. Okay. Next is the Q14. Now, this is not the old Q14 that used to be assigned with Casey Stengel Depot. This is a whole new entire Q14. This Q14 is replacing parts of the Q23 and the Q38. Now, the Q23 was assigned to College Point Depot, as well as the Q38 assigned to College Point Depot. Now, Sunday, I took a ride on the new Q14 bus just to see how the service is. So I caught the first bus out of 102nd Street in Astoria Boulevard. And so when the bus was circling around the loop where the Q49 stops at, that's where the Q14 stops. And then it makes the left turn on 102nd Street. So when the bus made the loop, I happened to see above the doors the sticker of the depot, and I could not believe my eyes because I thought College Point Depot was going to have the Q14, but surprisingly, they assigned the Q14 to Fresh Pond Depot. I did not see that one coming. That was a shocker. So there are lots of more surprises of new depots taking over New York City transit lines and New York City transit lines taking over MTA bus company lines. So there's lots more surprises. So this is a brand new Q14.
10:30. About the route. New Q14 service starts June 29, 2025. The new Q14 will combine the Astoria Boulevard Roosevelt Avenue segment of the existing Q23 with the northern half of the existing Q38 to improve north-south connections between East Elmhurst and Ridgewood. Connection subway.
Okay, so that's the Q14, and like I said, the Q14 is assigned to Fresh Pond Depot. Okay, next is the Q15. Q15. Okay, so there's some parts of the Q15 that's being discontinued, and then there's some new sections that's going to be additional service. Now, I never took the Q15, so I really don't know too much about the Q15, but the Q15 is assigned to Casey Stengel Depot.
X. About the route. Changes to the Q15 take effect June 29, 2025. Queens Bus. The Q15 will still serve 150th Street between Beechhurst and Flushing via the existing Q15A routing. The route will be streamlined in Whitestone to reduce turns. Existing Q15 service on 154th Street will be discontinued and replaced with the new Q61. MTA.info. We have removed or relocated some stops to improve speed and reliability.
Okay, so yeah, so that's the Q15. So I'm going to end it here because it's pretty late and I got to get up and go to work in the morning, but I will continue tomorrow with the Q16 and we go with the next Q15 bus lines. So if you like the video, please subscribe. Please hit the like button, and I will see y'all next time. Thank you.